Brooke and her new baby are staying at Dad's guest house?
They are.
I don't get it. If she doesn't want her child raised around a drug addict, why don't they just kick Amber out?
Well, this doesn't have anything to do with Amber.
Oh, then it's Whip, huh? She's, told him to take a flying one, huh?
Yes.
Well, that marriage lasts about as long as I thought it would.
Aren't we in a wonderful, kind, and loving mood today?
Mother, that woman walked down the aisle like she was headed for the guillotine. It's better to end it now than to put that child through a messy divorce later on.
Yes, well, I'll agree with that.
Brooke doesn't need a guy in her life right now, especially not a climber like Whip.
Thank you. She's made some pretty stupid decisions and choices this past year.
And I feel sorry for her. Amber, too, actually, is very sad. But I can't let my personal feelings get in the way of business. I've got a job to do. And Rick and his band of misfits are making that job very easy. Brooke may be getting her life together right now. The new Face of Forrester is falling apart.
Oh, she's darling. Look at you. What a cutie pie.
Shh, don't wake her up.
She looks just like Bridget did when she was a baby.
Wow, Mama, I can't believe you went into labor up at the cabin.
I don't know what I would have done if Stephanie hadn't been there.
What's her name?
I really haven't decided yet. Baby Logan for right now.
Logan?
Oh, Mom, I knew it. You and Whip are having problems.
Look, I don't want to talk about this right now. It's not the time.
I'm sorry. It's just that Dad told me you moved into the guest house.
You didn't come home. He was worried.
You and Whip are separated? I'm just trying to figure things out.
Mom, you just had a baby. Are you sure this is the right time for you to be alone?
Honey, Helen's there. She can help. I mean, it's fine.
Rick, if your mom needs help, she can ask for it.
That's right, Brooke. Whatever you need, I'm here for you.
Well, thank you. I just don't want to get into it right now. So, let's get down to business, okay? Eric, you said there was a problem with the Ambrosia line.
It's Ridge.
He's killing us, Brooke.
Well, Ridge works for Maroney. I don't think there's really anything he can do to us.
Unfortunately, that's what I thought, too.
What do you mean? He did something? What? What is it?
I don't get it. Revenge? That's why you sold Spectra to Ridge? Doesn't make any sense, Mom.
CJ, maybe if you would just calm down and let me explain.
No, there's nothing to explain. Spectra was our company. It has meant everything to this family, and you sold it. You sold it to the people responsible for Macy's death.
I did it for Macy.
What are you talking about? Macy would be rolling over in her grave right now if she knew what was going on. See, Mom, Macy died on that mountaintop because the Forresters don't care about anybody but themselves, and they certainly don't care about you.
CJ, now listen.
What?
Is that Bridget Forrester over there?
Yeah?
What's she doing here?
What's it look like she's doing? She's working.
For you?
That's right. See, Mom, unlike you, I don't bow down to the Forresters. I make them work for me. And let me tell you something. If Princess Forrester over there doesn't show me the respect I deserve, I'll fire her so fast it'll make her head spin. But that's how I run my business. And I'll never work for you as long as Ridge is running yours.
Ridge bought Spectra Fashions?
With Massimo's money.
Did you know about this, Kristen?
Look, Brooke, forget about that, okay? And forget about the takeover because that's not our problem.
Ridge Ridge is one of the biggest designers in the world. His name, along with Massimo's capital, I mean, Spectre could become a real problem.
They already have, Brooke. It's the showing.
Right. It's scheduled the same day as ours.
Ridge is out to destroy us.
But the Ambrosia line is a huge hit. We're already established in the marketplace.
We were.
You're not saying that Amber's rehab story hurt us that
No,
much.
it's not Amber, it's Ridge. He shut us out.
He convinced our distributors to replace our line with his.
Okay, which distributors?
All of them, Brooke.
What?
Every department store and boutique.
How?
It's just like you said, he's got the name.
But this is Forrester Creations.
And we're showing a new designer with her first collection.
A new designer that just got out of rehab. It's okay, I know what he's saying.
No, Amber, Ridge has been bad-mouthing all of us. He's turned everything around. It's crazy.
It's working.
Nobody's coming to the show.
I mean, how could that be possible? He couldn't have gotten to everybody.
Megan's getting cancellations from people who weren't even invited.
Oh my God. I mean, we can't have a showing without buyers.
But we can still move the inventory. I have an idea.
I said no, Rick.
Come on, Dad, let's at least talk to the people at TeleSave.
I didn't spend 40 years building this company to see my reputation trashed in 1 hour on television. I won't have it.
What are you talking about?
TeleSave, it's a cable shopping channel.
Direct marketing. We can sell our designs straight to the public.
Rick, it's out of the question.
Mom.
I am not making any decisions until I talk to Ridge. Rick, will you please watch the baby? I just fed her.
Oh, wait a minute, you're leaving right now?
Yes. Ridge has been completely unreasonable. This isn't competition, this is sabotage. If Ridge wants to beat us at our own game, he has to let us play.
You seen this article in the Inquisitor?
Yes, and I'm upset about it. I thought it took a lot of courage for Amber to go to rehab, and now they've just turned it into another scandal.
From a business publicity standpoint, this is brilliant for me. It's the last thing their clientele wants to see, and with Deacon taking off the way he did.
What have you heard about Deacon?
Well, word has it he just cleaned out his desk, and he's gone. Frankly, I couldn't be happier. It's about time Bridget got rid of that slime ball.
Yes, amen to that.
Guess it's true what they say. The rats are always the first to leave a sinking ship.
Oh, I don't know. Over the years, we suffered enough bad publicity and scandal when you and I were at Forrester, and somehow it all survived.
It's because Dad and I were always there to keep things legit, Mother. No matter what Brooke did, it was always our designs going down the runway with our name on the label. It's not that way anymore.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought Amber's line previewed very well, and the buyers were very enthusiastic.
Mother, the buyers want to know that what they put on the racks is going to sell, and if they don't feel that that line is reliable, there's nowhere they're going to take that risk.
But Amber's not unreliable.
Are you kidding me? It's not just Amber, it's the whole company. Forrester's being run by a bunch of amateurs, and everybody knows it.
Yes, but your father... Eric is still there.
That's the big tragedy of all this. I can't imagine what Dad must be feeling watching his whole life's work crumbling around him.
What do you know that I don't?
It's over, Mother. I talked with Brooke's distributors, and I convinced them to drop Amber's line and replace it with mine.
You've cut off their distribution channels?
Nowhere to sell their collection. It's only a matter of time before they fold.
Oh my God, Eric.
Dad'll find work somewhere else.
Where? With you?
Maybe. With Forrester shut down, Dad can do whatever the hell he wants. He won't have to answer to anybody. After all these years, he can finally be free of Brooke.
CJ, I've got to make something very clear to you. It's very important, okay? I really don't mind all that much working with Ridge Forrester, and neither does your father. As a matter of fact, it was your father who brought him on board in the first place.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me. All Dad cares about is the money anyway.
this fashion business is very high-end in the expense department. You've got to have money to be successful in it. Now, this collection that Ridge is creating for us is going to make us a lot of money. And it's going to make us viable in the game again. And it's going to offer you a lot of wonderful opportunities. With Ridge Forrester and Massimo Morone on board, you will be working with some of the most powerful and successful men in business today. Now, if you just come back to...
I will not work for Ridge. I won't do that to Macy.
Oh, CJ, Ridge didn't have anything to do with Macy's death.
He didn't do anything to stop it, did he? Their whole family knew that Thorne and Brooke were having an affair, and they said nothing.
All right. Then let's be successful. And then they'll have to pay for it, won't they? And then Thorne and Brooke will have to pay for what they did to Macy. Don't you see? This is the best thing we can do. And I want you to be there. I want you to be there to see it.
Darla, just put those reports on my desk. Will you? I'll deal with them later.
No, Ridge. You'll deal with this now.
Well, hello, Brooke. Mother and I were just talking about you. I guess congratulations are in order, huh?
Actually, Ridge, I came here to congratulate you.
Rick told you about the distributors.
I knew you were bitter. But my God, Ridge, to sabotage our entire season, you must really hate me.
No, Brooke. I don't hate you.
Well, you certainly can't forgive me. You want me to pay for voting you off the board.
Brooke, you shouldn't even have to be dealing with this right now. You have a new baby. You're just separated from your husband. You should be home with your new child.
And I probably would be, Ridge, if it weren't for you.
Why don't you have Rick deal with the problem? He's the one that caused it.
Rick is not the CEO, I am. And whatever you do to Forrester, you do to me.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well, so am I. It would make this attack a lot less painful.
Brooke, I know you're going through a rough time here. And I realize how desperate this situation must seem to be. But I think it's for the best. Like your separation from Whip, Deacon's desertion. Everything's gonna turn out all right. Things are going to get better.
No, they won't, Ridge. Not if you do this. Not if you destroy Forrester like this. Think of my children. Think of my baby. She's already lost her father. Please, I am begging you. Don't do this. Don't rob my children of their legacy.
So, Ridge wants to punish Brooke for what she did to Macy.
No.
No.
Ridge has his own reasons for doing what he has to do. Number one reason being he wants to restore his reputation in the fashion world. And to do that, the first thing he has to do is put his little brother Rick in his place.
So he does have his own agenda.
Yes, he does. Just like we do. But we are on the same side.
For how long, Mom? Think. What, until Rick apologizes or Brooke takes him back?
That isn't going to happen.
Listen to me, Mom. You, of all people, should know how that family operates. Their only loyalty is to themselves. He's using you. He wanted Spectra, and he's used your vendetta against Brooke to get it.
No, CJ. He wants to see Forrester go down as badly as I do.
Well, maybe he does. Not for the same reason. Not because of Brooke. They were friends until a few months ago. Hell, he's been married to her twice. Mom, Ridge betrayed his own father for Brooke. What makes you think he's not going to do the same thing to you?
I don't know. I don't think it matters. Because the game is already won. Don't you see that? With this collection, Spectra is going to outstrip and outrun Forrester Creations. We are going to take everything they ever had and they won't even know what hit them. And as far as Brooke is concerned, who cares what she does? She can do whatever she wants. She can tell Ridge whatever she wants. It won't matter. The game's already won. There is absolutely nothing Brooke can do. Now listen, I've got to get back to Spectra. Got a lot of work to do over there. I really wish you'd come over. I need you there, CJ.
Rick, just give your father some time, okay? He's never considered anything like this before.
We don't have any time. The show is tomorrow.
Well, it's not too late. Your mom could still get through to Ridge.
Yeah, maybe she can, but I wouldn't bet the company on it. We have to have a contingency plan.
Okay, then let's call Whip Up, okay? We'll get Megan in here. We'll start brainstorming. You know, maybe we can come up with something else.
We don't need something else, Amber. This TeleSave idea is a good idea. Dad just doesn't want to see it.
But Rick, he is the president. If he won't go for it,
Then we have to change his mind. Look, I know this isn't the best solution, but it's an option. And if Ridge doesn't back off, it might be the only one that we have.
Let's just hope your mom gets through to Ridge.
Don't rob your children of their legacy?
I can't stop you from competing with us, Ridge. But you can't just shut us out of this market. We need our distributors.
That is how you see it, isn't it? Your distributors, your company. The business my father began, the business I've worked in my entire life, Brooke. But it's not his future, no, it's yours.
It's ours, Eric's and mine, and it could have been yours too.
What, if I had worked with your son and his goon squad? Please.
If we had worked together.
And how would that have benefited my children, Brooke, huh? Would I have had to endure Rick's humiliation just to ensure their legacy, all 12 measly % of it?
Oh, God, Ridge, I don't want to dredge up the past. I just want you.
I know what you want, Brooke. I know what you want. You want me to back off.
I want you to think about what you're doing. To your family and to mine.
Oh, I have. I think about it every day. What's happened to us? What's happened to Forrester? I think it's sad. It really is. But it's not my fault, Brooke. I did try to warn you. As CEO, I was trying to restore Forrester's reputation, and I would have done that, but you chose to side with Rick and Amber. No, Brooke. You're the one who put your kid's legacy at risk. You.
Amber's line is a success.
It's a flash in the pan, and your distributors know it, Brooke.
You told them not to carry it, Ridge.
Hey, I merely offered them an alternative.
Well, that is sabotage.
That's business, Brooke. Now, if you excuse me, I have a meeting to attend, so I'll trust you can just let yourself out.
So that's it? We're not going to discuss this?
There's nothing more to discuss. But I am sorry, Brooke. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
I'm sorry, too.
Hello, Brooke. To what do we owe the pleasure, Are you, slumming or spying? Doesn't really matter. You might as well beat it, because you're not going to do yourself any good here. Your luck has finally run out, you know that, don't you? I wish I could say I'm sorry, but I can't, because I have been waiting for this moment ever since the night my daughter died.